While some believe that evidence of extraterrestrial life is true, others reject the idea entirely. However, here is some of the strongest proof that extraterrestrial life exists. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any newly uploaded videos. And hang on till the end of the video so you don't miss any part of this interesting video. Some bold claims of alien life. Number 1. 1976, the Viking Landers detected chemical signatures indicative of life. Tests performed on Martian soil samples by NASA's Viking Landers hinted at chemical evidence of life. In one experiment, radioactive carbon-labeled nutrients were added to soil and then tested for the production of radioactive methane gas. The test gave an excellent result. The production of radioactive methane suggested that something in the soil was metabolizing the nutrients and producing radioactive gas. However, additional on-board experiments produced no proof of life, therefore NASA declared the discovery to be a false positive. Number 2. Arthur C. Clarke's Bushes on Mars. Science fiction author Sir Arthur C. Clarke, famous for writing the novel 2001: A Space Odyssey, made headlines in the year 2001 when he claimed that recently returned photos from NASA's Mars Global Surveyor showed evidence of trees and bushes on Mars. The writer remained with his belief despite the fact that most scientists laughed at the idea. "I'm quite serious when I say have a really good look at these new Mars images," Clarke said at the time. "Something is actually moving and changing with the seasons that suggests at least vegetation." Number 3. Mars canals. Astronomer Giovanni Schiaparelli of Italy first proposed in 1877 that Mars was covered by a complex network of canals. Astronomer Percival Lowell later popularized this theory. Lowell made intricate drawings of what he took to be canals based on observations he made at his observatory in Flagstaff, Aras. Prior to the improvement of astronomical observations and the discovery that the canals were actually optical illusions and geologic strictures through higher resolution imaging in the early 20th century, the concept was largely accepted. Number 4. Microbes and meteorites. In a publication released on March 4, 2011, NASA scientist Richard Hoover said that he had discovered fossil evidence for cyanobacteria in carbonaceous meteorites from outer space. Using scanning electron microscopes, Hoover examined meteorite slices and found filaments and strictures that he said resembled the tiny single-celled algae. Reaction from some scientists was skeptical, in part because the study was published in the questionable Journal of Cosmology. The study was well conducted, according to other researchers, but it was too soon to say for sure whether the claim would hold up. Ancient evidence. It's simple to ignore a lot of recent incidents, citing anything from misplaced weather balloons to the perpetuation of the legend in UFO sightings in pop culture, providing a cohesive image of extraterrestrials for eyewitnesses to draw on should someone cry alien. The historical data, however, is a little more difficult to ignore. Enter the Madonna with Saint Giovanni No, otherwise known as the UFO painting. The artwork, which dates back to the 15th century, features the Virgin Mary alongside a man and his dog staring up at a hovering disc-like object that is suspiciously familiar. Furthermore, there are other artworks that also show extraterrestrial life, ranging from ancient cave paintings to Sanskrit. A sighting even crops up in the Bible in the book of Ezekiel. Either this is compelling evidence, or humanity has a rich tradition of conspiracy theorists. Statistical data. Astronomer Frank Drake developed an equation in 1961 that allowed him to calculate the probability of extraterrestrial life based on a variety of parameters, such as the average number of planets that support life and the fraction that could go on to support intelligent life. Then, in 2001, this was put into practice. The conclusion is that there should theoretically be hundreds of thousands of these planets based on statistics. Unsolved sightings. There have been several instances throughout history that have been more difficult to explain. These include the Tennessee College sightings in 1853, which involved numerous students and professors, and the widely reported Stephenville Lights case in 2008, which involved over 200 witnesses, 3 of whom remained anonymous spotting a UFO. Consider these compelling cases unsolved. Astronaut's claims. If you're going to believe any reports of UFOs, you might as well trust those coming from the men who have actually been to space. Edgar Mitchell, Katie Coleman, and Dr. Brian O'Leary are among the people who have reported seeing aliens. Several of them have also mentioned government cover-ups and awareness of alien existence. Buzz Aldrin has also talked about his personal experience of seeing something flying next to the Apollo 11 crew. At first, they thought it was the final stage of the detached rocket, but Mission Control later verified it was 6,000 miles away from them. The UFO hearings. Several shocking claims were revealed in July 2023 at a historic congressional session involving former military officials. 3 witnesses swore under oath that the U.S. government knew a lot more about UFOs than it was letting on. The footage of the iconic Tic Tac UFO, which surfaced in 2004 but wasn't made public until 2017, was one of the main areas of investigation. Former Navy Commander David Fravor, who first spotted the object along with 3 other pilots, expressed concerns about the apparently supersonic technology it appeared to possess. He said the object disappeared in front of them and then appeared seconds later 60 miles away. David Grush, who used to work as an Air Force intelligence order, alleged that the government worked hard to cover up information and would punish whistleblowers. However, the strangest claim that Grush made was that non-human biologics have been previously recovered from craft crash sites. That brings us to the end of the video. Thank you for being to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tell us what you think about this video below in the comment section. Let's meet again with another interesting video.